Hello everyone, this is Charlotte and this is a podcast called Chatting Whilst Painting. Chatting and painting. Well, I haven't really got into that today. I haven't been painting for this session. Normally I do, but not today. There's a disclaimer to start this podcast because I do talk about random topics. I don't really talk about random topics today because I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious which one I'm going to do today. So I don't know if it'll link into any other topics. So if you want to change the channel, go ahead. But I also swear quite a bit. So if you don't want to hear someone swearing, then I suggest turn it over to something else, probably. I don't know. I thought I'd do something different for this episode because I haven't done a card reading in about a week, and I usually do it weekly. So for shits and giggles, and that's all it ever is for me. I still take everything with a grain of salt. I thought I would have a go at flicking cards again. Now, I'm still learning about this, so you can't give me shit for it. I am still learning. I've still got my cheat sheet. So I've been watching some of the readings for other people, and they are so fluid with it. So I thought I'd have a go. I'm going to put some music on because it's way too quiet in this house. I cannot get used to that. So hopefully it's not too bad. My shitty ass music. But no, I really got into card reading because I was watching something and I thought, well, that runs in my family. I could have a go at that because I've got a gypsy heritage, and I thought, there might be something to it. So I thought I'd have a go, and it turns out it's quite fun to do. Interesting. So I don't know if you want to have a go at card reading, go for it. It is part of my divine belief system, so it's good to get some insight into something, and it helps to sort out your brain as well. Oh my goodness, my music's really bad lately. There you go. Hopefully you can still hear me over the top of it. Now I can't actually do this sitting down. Like all the readers I've been watching, I've been... You want Frankie? You alright? Oh. All the readers I watch sort of do it sitting down. I can't do it. I have to stand up. So you're going to see me stand up. Hopefully Frankie doesn't eat the cards. No, it's not a game. He's already trying to eat the cards. Stop it! He'll go for the cards, I swear. Go away. Go on. What's this? What's that? Eat that. This is a game. Yeah. Alright, so some people, because they use the massive cards, I can't use the massive cards because they're just too big and I've got small hands. So I got a micro deck, a mini deck, which I find is just easier to flick at the point. Obviously, I'm just doing random ones like a general reading. No, leave it as they lie. So that's half the game, is trying to get more Frank. Get off my Frank. Just micro. What is general reading? I only got 2 cards out that way. So we got like a total card, which is looking at balance, which is the overall theme. Ooh, interesting. So the overall theme of it is 2 of Pentacles, which is looking at balance. Being that it's Pentacles, it might be a financial issue someone's going through. I find it interesting. Now, from what I've gathered, if you look at the back of the last 3 cards of the deck, there's your overarching theme of the reading. So that's 2 of Pentacles. That's looking at someone's looking for financial balance, or give and take in a relationship needs to be equal. On top of that, we've got Page of Pentacles. So that's an advanced view of a project or something like that. In a relationship sense also, because Pentacles can be relationships and stability, like a happily ever after 10 of Pentacles. If you've got a Page of Pentacles, that's someone trying to rebuild on something, or to build on something that was maybe like a crush or something, and they want to take it to the next level. If it was an Ace of Pentacles, it would be an absolute new thing, and like someone's just found this new person. But because that's a Page of Pentacles, it's already, something's happened there, but maybe it was stopped and they want to restart it or something like that, or to build on the next level. So in case of, if you were dating someone, it might be getting proposed to, or it's going to that next stage. And on top of that, we've got King of Cups in reverse. Now, this is a person who is not in charge of their emotions. We don't like them. Not that I want them to be like emotionally unavailable, but they are quite not. They're an asshole, basically. If it was the Queen of Cups in reverse, it would be a bitch. But because this King of Cups is a guy in reverse who's not in control of his emotions to the point where he's just like manipulative emotionally and stuff like that. The other two cards that came out in the main lineup was the Devil card, which is sexual addiction, trapped mindsets, prison of the mind. It's someone who is lost in their dark side, essentially. Were it reverse, it means that someone breaking out of their dark side and coming into sort of like their lighter side, their higher being. But because it's in the dark side, it's someone who's sitting in their mindset with it's not a nice card. But having said that, it is just a card. On top of that, you've got Six of Cups, which is living in the past, being nostalgic about something as well. Maybe someone's thinking back to something. I don't know. Six of Cups, actually, isn't it in reverse? See, even I have to reference these things. Six of Cups, living in the past, looking for forgiveness and lacking playfulness. So someone might be overthinking about something that happened in the past. This person who is emotionally manipulative and controlling, someone who wants to go back and build on something they started but didn't quite finish. And they're looking for emotional or financial give and take in the situation. So we always look at it very vaguely at the start, and then we start looking for clarifiers. So I'm going to stand up again. Sorry, I'm banging the desk every time I do this. So the next cards will be the clarifiers, which I have to lift. Sorry. So there's one. We need to look at which way they're facing as well. Is it upright? Or there's a lot of them. Is it upright or in the reverse? So if it's in the reverse, it's generally not a nice thing. Unless, of course, it's an overall negative card, and then it means something nice, which is weird in the reverse. So for the Devil card, which I just did, I've got Five of Cups in reverse. So someone's... Oh, let me just grab the cards first. So it's half the fight is getting the cards together. That's fun, though. I like it. It's fun. Okay. Alright. So we've got Five of Cups in the reverse. So someone's just coming out of their feels. Five of Cups in the upright would have been someone who's being remorseful about something that happened or regretting something. Five of Cups in the reverse is coming out of that. Although this person is an Emperor in reverse. So they're not quite in their right mindset as a person who can lead, who has the head of an empire or anything like that. They're usually broke. What else is there? They're also controlling. So domination, excessive control, lack of discipline, and inflexibility. So not a useful person. The Queen of Cups in reverse as well. They're facing a Queen of Cups in reverse. So maybe they've been dating a bitch. Or they are a bitch. I don't know. It's a female card. I say female, but it's an energy rather than a sex or gender. So maybe this Emperor in reverse has been dealing with a Queen of Cups in reverse. Someone who came across as a nice person but wasn't really a nice person in the end. And so they're Five of Cups in this, which means Five of Cups in reverse. They're facing personal setbacks. They need to self-forgive and move forward. I'm getting covered in paint. Next card, the Empress in reverse. So this Queen of Cups might have presented themselves as this really friendly, nicey person, but the reality of the situation was that they are codependent. And what's the other one? Codependent and creating creative blocks. Well, the reality of the situation is, that's the problem though. If you get like a Queen of Cups who presents themselves as an Empress, which is usually a loving, warm, nice person, but in reality they're in the reverse, it means that they can turn what should be an Emperor, which is a really nice father figure and provider and all that, in the reverse. So it drains on their resources, or vice versa. So he could have drained her resources, she could have drained his resources. And as a result, they are stuck in the Hangman position in reverse, which is causing delays, resistance, and stalling through indecision. So maybe they're stuck with them because they feel comfortable there. But as you've got the Devil card as the main card, I would say it's a prison of the mind. So they've opted to stay in that position, even though they don't have to stay in that position. This is based possibly on Six of Pentacles, which is giving assuring wealth. So maybe one of them is giving them the other money, or they're codependent financially on each other. I don't know. Again, the Devil card, so it's an addiction situation as well. Considering the Empress in reverse card is based on codependence, I would say that she is codependent on him. Generally, because he's meant to be the abundant. Oh, actually, she's meant to be the abundant one as well. But the Queen of Cups in reverse as well is not a good sign. Having said that, they're both in reverse. So they're both not feeling their emotions. Page of Cups. Reverse. Sorry, I'm still checking my references. I've not got a good memory. That's the problem with PCS. You don't have a good memory. I don't hold information. Page of Cups in reverse is new ideas, doubting intuition, creative blocks, and emotional immaturity. And the Empress in reverse is emotional and is creative blocks as well. So maybe we've got a situation with an Emperor here who needs to become the Emperor, but because he's going out with or hanging around with a Queen of Cups in reverse, which is an emotional and literally manipulative bitch, an Empress in reverse who's codependent on him, he can't create his own empire because she's draining him, and he's starting to feel regret about it because it's all about giving and receiving wealth. And the Hangman reverse is, which is causing a delay and stalling, and because he's indecisive. Ooh, see, that's cool. Okay, all right. So Page of Cups is, I already said it, didn't I? See, I don't hold information. I'm bad. I can't hold information. Page of Cups is new ideas, doubting intuition, creative blocks, and emotional maturity. Yes, so he needs to deal with that shit and leave. Otherwise, he's going to keep getting creatively blocked because this bitch keeps doing something to do with his money. And he's regretting it, but he's trapped in his own brain. Ooh, that's so something. Okay. Page of Cups. And then the last thing is Knight of Pentacles. So he's working on his Pentacles. Or she's working on his Pentacles. I don't know. Knight of Pentacles is hard work, productivity, routine, and conservatism. So he's working really, really hard, but he's not getting anywhere because maybe he's latched on to something where no matter how much he's working, because he keeps giving it away in the Six of Pentacles mindset, because of the codependency from her, or maybe he's codependent to her, he's blocking himself from any kind of productivity. If you think about it, it's like when you're in those typical situations with a taker, but you're a giver. So as much as you want to pour into this person, I've been in one myself, or in that situation, you're pouring, giving, hoping it gets better. This person who's the taker just takes it, and it doesn't go anywhere, and so you sort of neutralize each other. What he needs to do is find another giver. Don't give advice, not relationship advice. Okay, so the other card is Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Oh, I'm not doing that one because it fell. We're gonna do it. So, Six of Cups reverse. Six of Cups reverse. Anything with Six of Cups reverse. Don't Frank. Six of Cups reverse. What is this Six of Cups reverse? Six of Cups reverse. Oh, God, nothing. Ooh, betrayal. Okay. All right. So, at the head of the Six of Cups reverse is a sense of betrayal. I'm having the best fun. Okay. Some people take this incredibly seriously. I don't. I have fun with it. All right. So, Seven of Swords is betrayal. Now, betrayal can come in any format. It might be lying about someone. It might be lying about something you've done. It could be cheating. It could be financial cheating, which is like embezzling. It could be, if it's, pentacle based with these guys, someone has been betrayed or is currently betraying with regards to pentacles. Maybe they're hoarding the money or something like that, or they don't love them. Considering the cups is in reverse, considering he's got a squeaky, he's eating his rabbit. Considering the cups are in reverse, like all the cups are in reverse, there's no emotions here and definitely no positive ones with regards to any kind of relationships. The king and queen are in reverse, so at the moment there's a point of emotional manipulation, possibly from her, considering she's going to be one of these emotional bitches. And he's feeling, or someone's feeling regret about a situation where they got trapped financially with someone who was maybe faking being an empress, but in the reality they're not, because they're actually codependent. Ooh, that's horrible. But anyway, there's a betrayal and someone looking at the past and feeling nostalgic. So they're going to have strength and courage to get past this situation. Eight of Swords reverse. I always thought Eight of Swords was feeling trapped within the situation. If you're surrounded, see, the picture is like this chick who's trapped by swords, and of course if you go anywhere near these swords and they're so tightly bound around her, they go near them, you don't want to get caught and cut. She's actually bound up by rope as well. But coming in the reverse, that's got to mean the opposite, right? Right. Let's have a look, because if I get this wrong I'll feel silly. Oh, it's feel silly. What are we looking at? Eight of Swords, self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, releasing negative thoughts, open to new perspectives. So someone needs to let go. They've created self-limiting beliefs regarding this situation. Hello, Baba. They've created self-limiting beliefs about the situation in regards to the betrayal. They're going to need strength, and the last card is the Ten of Swords, so that's going to come to a horrible, painful end, unfortunately, but, you know, maybe it needs to happen, right? All horrible endings always end up becoming something else. No end is permanent. So there will be an ending, or it could come as an ending, or there was an ending to the betrayal, hopefully, because that's horrible too. And they need to use all their strength to come out of feeling trapped. But if the overall theme is seeking financial balance or moving to the next level, which is the Page of Pentacles as well. So I had the Two of Pentacles as the overarching one, which is seeking financial balance or equal give and take in a relationship or a situation financially, paired with the Page of Pentacles. Someone is looking for the next level, the next step, but with a King of Cups, which is a manipulative person, which is horrible. Because you don't want one of those, because you'll just get, you know, pretty much fleeced for your shit. Put it bluntly. Let's have a look. Let's see. How can I learn this? Okay. So, get out the way, Frankie. Come on. Nice. So what is this ending regarding? What is this ending regarding? This ending is regarding. Okay. Ooh, Three of Wands. The ending is regarding Three of Wands. Hang on a sec, let me get my shit together. Picking flies. Picking flies. Alright, it's regarding the Three of Wands in reverse. Someone is using their mind. Coming out of social conflict. Ooh. See, that's a good outcome. Okay. I'm sorry, I've had so much coffee today. Like so much coffee. I switched to fizzy bubbler. It's probably caffeinated too. Alright, so the Three of Wands in reverse. Someone has had a good Three of Wands in reverse. This is the overarching theme. They were settling. Okay, they were settling. And that means just playing it small. Get off my dress. Get off my dress. Come here. Okay, so they were playing it small. They were settling for less than they deserve. Which is not a good sign, because honestly, it could allude to some kind of imposter syndrome or something where they don't feel good enough to reach for anything better, which is never good. You should always try and reach for something better. Don't eat the cards. Don't eat the cards. Do you want to go into bed? No? You want to sit there? Okay. Alright, so we got Three of Wands. They were settling, which caused an ending. Sorry, I'm like referencing. The Five of Swords is self-betrayal. So if you got that, it's self-deceit. You know, maybe it is imposter syndrome. But then in reverse, they might be coming out of it. Five of Swords. Reconciliation, making amends, and past resentment. Ooh, somebody's got past resentment for something. Maybe they entered a situation where there was a promise that they would have some kind of equal thing. But then, because she is, or someone is, because it's not actually a gender sex thing, it's an energy thing, it was like a lie. And they took them for their money, which is horrible. You need to come off because you're balancing. I can tell, Bubby. Come on. Here you go. Sit there. Okay. So there was a self-deceit there. This person might have been emotionally invested in it at one point, but because, you know, it became so heavily imbalanced with giving and taking, they were paying for everything or something, they become imbalanced, and so they go into the reverse. So this emperor who was once upright maybe had a bit of cash or something like that. Because he got emotionally, or she got emotionally imbalanced by this person financially, maybe carrying too much weight. I'm surprised not to see the Ten of Wands, actually. Oh, this song. It created a problem. He was deceiving himself, or she was deceiving herself. Four of Pentacles is being more conservative, saving money and keeping it to yourself to try and get out of the situation, essentially, or working towards something. Saving money, security, conservative, and scarcity control. So someone has taken back their financial, you know, the way they interact with their money. Sorry, my brain's glitching. Maybe too much caffeine. So they're taking control of their finances. Maybe with the logical sense. This is a person who's typically gone through a divorce, something serious. Queen of Swords is someone who is intensely sticking up their boundaries. Yeah, independent, unbiased judgment, clear boundaries, direct communication. So they've suddenly gone, nope, cut the cord, which is interesting. Using their clear-cut communication and saying, I'm sick of this shit. I'm paying for this. And they've decided to, you know, come out of it. There's also the Five of Wands. In the upright, that's a social conflict. So it's created some kind of social scene conflict, but coming out of it. So they've cut themselves out of that situation somehow by possibly removing themselves from this person and dealing with the betrayal that this person might have caused, for which they're using their strength and coming out of a trapped mindset, using logic and direct communication with boundaries, okay? And they're starting to save their money some more because they're coming out of feeling like an imposter and not settling anymore for shit, which is nice. Nine of Wands in reverse. Now, Nine of Wands is, you know, self-assured, fulfillment. Nine of Cups is feeling emotionally happy within yourself, self-contentment, whereas Ten of Cups is happily ever after, which is the next card after that, Ten of Cups. So if someone's going towards their happily ever after, the Nine of Wands is in reverse, inner resources, struggling, overwhelming, defensive, and paranoia. So someone's either been subject to that in that situation, which is horrible because that's not what you do in a relationship. It's not what they're for. Any sense of paranoia is generally a struggling relationship. So I'm surprised I didn't see the Lovers card in reverse, actually. Yeah, so they would have felt paranoid, defensive, not willing to contribute as much as they usually do for fear of losing, not willing to contribute their ideas as much as they would have, pulled back their energy. They're looking at their inner resources to deal with the struggle. Okay, and then they're heading into the Ten of Cups, or hoping to get the Ten of Cups. That's what come out of this ending. This is just Ten of Swords. Okay. Ten of Cups, which is happily ever after, emotional fulfillment, boop, 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 blissful relationships, and divine love. Oh. So that's what they're hoping to get to. Okay, all right. So what else can we get from that? So it says, like, I keep getting this kind of reading all the time. It's like someone has gone through a horrible situation where they've been used for their money. They've finally left. They separated themselves from a group because they were selling for shit. And now they're aiming for the happily ever after. I get that a lot. It's weird. But this was just a general reading anyway. Let's see what else I can do. Ooh, let's check if what happens, how it ends. Let's check how it ends. I hope it ends happy. Shuffle. You're gonna stay there because I don't want you to eat my cards. Don't eat my cards. Okay. Stay there. How's it gonna end? How's it gonna end? Or will it not end? How's it gonna end? How's it gonna end? Ooh, it's aggressive. I might have missed a bit of a message there. How's it gonna end? Card Jameson, Thornton. Ooh, coming out 8 of Swords again. 8 of Swords again. Alright. So the overarching 8 of Swords. Knight of Cups. Someone's not going to deal with their emotional romanticizings. The Lovers in reverse. The High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so someone's going to have a new start based on their intuition with the High Priestess. They're going to follow their minds, their gut feeling. With regards to not having a romantic relationship, this Knight of Cups that way is having a new romance, looking towards, creating a relationship. He's the Lancelot. Is it Lancelot the romantic one? Of the knights, basically. He wants the romantic relationship. He wants all the niceness, the feeling, the getting involved and starting something new and romantic. But because that's in the reverse, so this person is not feeling romantic at all towards someone. This also, again, as I said before, the Lovers in reverse. So this is a struggling relationship. It's not divine love. It's not divine union. There is often an imbalance and often a betrayal in this kind of shit. This way, it is a divine love, but because it comes out this way, it's bad. So someone might be leaving a relationship. They don't feel there's any kind of romance or affection in this situation. They're following their gut feeling and intuition, divine intervention, as the High Priestess, and looking to make a new start somewhere else, maybe? Looking for a new balance in a situation. I wouldn't go back to the old one myself. It's obviously not doing you any good. 8 of Swords in reverse again. As again, some self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, releasing negative thoughts, open to new perspectives. So that could be in hand with those two. If you're opening up yourself to new perspectives, maybe you're looking for a new start and following your gut feeling this time instead of relying on some very toxic relationships where there's no romance. Well, that's nice. I'll go with that. What can I... So you always got to keep asking yourself new questions. What can I add on this? What else is there? High Priestess. Ooh, so that's how it's going to end. Apparently. Sit there. Ooh, how will they know this new start? Ooh, that's a good one. How will they know this new start? How will they know it? How will they know if it's begun or it's heading that way? How will they know it's begun? Ooh. How will they know? New start. How will they know? What's the sign? Ooh. What's the new sign? What's the sign that will begun it? Oh, the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is happily ever after. Is the financial stability and in life and love. And they're going to come out of a tower. Can you see that? They're going to come out of a tower and they're going to follow the traditions and customs. So they're going to step away from what they were doing before and go for a more conventional route. That's a good start. Okay. We got... Ugh. Which way is that? Okay. So, they will know it began by heading towards their Ten of Pentacles. They will know because they're walking away from their options. They're maybe picking one or looking at all the shit empty cups and going, fuck this, and walking away. Knight of Swords. They're not working right now towards it. Maybe they're taking a breath. And I don't doubt them, really. If you're going to come from a shit situation like that. Let's look at the authentic. Alright, so 8 of Cups is trying one more time, indecision, aimless drifting, and walking away. I would say at this point, given all the other cards, that they are walking away at this point. It's Lovers in reverse. They're following their intuition and gut feeling, buggering off, quite frankly. The other thing is Knight of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, they're restless, unfocused, impulsive, and facing burnouts. Maybe they're just fucking exhausted, and I don't blame them. It's stressful. If you're burning your ass up both ends trying to please this one person who's just leeching your funds, you are gonna feel like absolute shit by the end of that. So I don't blame them. You need to take a break. That's okay to take a break on that one. Okay, so relax. Go get a macchiato. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Whatever feels nice. Not horrible nice, though. Not like destructive nice, like sleeping around. Go and get something nice. Innocent nice. Jeez. The other thing is the moon card. So they've dispelled any kind of illusions or secrets have come out. Maybe about betrayal. Maybe they believe themselves to be in love with this person. And so, you know, how we express love, we provide for someone. I mean, if you're providing for the wrong person who's exploitative, of course that's going to be a bad thing. They're just going to take you for your money and fuck you off when you run dry. They've dispelled any kind of illusions with that, following their gut feeling. Maybe they've accepted that this person is a bit exploitative and codependent. Five of Swords reverse. So the Five of Swords is the imposter card. They feel self-deceit. They're coming out of that by now, which is probably good. Not feeling good enough to reach for something better. I think, what did we decide that was? I'm still learning. Give me a sec. Reconciliation, making amends, past resentment. So someone's looking to make amends maybe with something. And then Seven of Pentacles is hard work. So they're working really, really hard to make amends or something. Maybe they're just working on their pentacles, trying to save some money. Long-term view, sustainable results, perseverance and investment. Okay. All right, so they've walked out of a shit situation. It's going to end nicely with the Ten of Pentacles. So they're going to aim for financial stability, following the more conventional route after facing a horrible, quick crumbling. They're walking away from shitty options. Resting, maybe? What do we say, Knight of Swords? Oh, they're facing burnout. After facing burnout, after dispelling illusions and secrets coming out, dealing with their feelings of not feeling good enough, and then working hard on their pentacles. That's nice. I like that. I like people making things nicer afterwards. Something horrible happens. Too many horrible people doing horrible things to people. I like it when they're winning. Ooh, what would help them? Yes, what would help them? Yes, maybe that. What's going to help this person? Sit still, Frankie. What's going to help this person? Oh, what's going to help this person? Ooh. Queen of Swords. Yeah, keeping those boundaries up, huh, bruh? Yeah, no. Oh. Ooh, that was risky. Yeah, so clear communication is keeping your boundaries, Queen of Swords. Still, yeah, unfortunately you gotta be perceived to be the villain in this story, dude. Yeah, I think we've all done it. I get a strong feeling this Emperor in reverse was a people pleaser. And he tried to be the nice person by giving and sharing wealth. And someone took the piss and took the money. And so they've separated themselves. That is horrible. Okay. But they're going to keep their clear boundaries. And, ooh. Might be too loud. Anyway. But they're keeping their boundaries, using clear communication. And looking at this more logically, rather than getting emotionally invested in it. Again, no, it's too loud. Oh my god. Sorry, my music's like all over the place. The other thing is Knight of Wands, but in the upright this time, which is a better sign. That's going to help them. I like that. I like cards in the upright. So Nine of Wands is resilience, courage, persistence, a test of faith, and boundaries. So whoever this is has to keep up their boundaries as a test of faith that the better things are going to come. If you go back to this horrible toxic environment, this situation, you're going to be faced with the same fucking decisions again, and it's going to recycle through and you're going to hate yourself. It will delay whatever you're supposed to be working on, which apparently is maybe business-like. I don't know. You need to follow your gut feeling and stick with that. Otherwise, you're gonna get trapped again, which is horrible. Okay, so I hope they stick to their guns. They're gonna need to rest, which is good. That's nice. Because we saw that and they're all burnt out and they need some nice snacks or something and a cookie or something. Get some sleep. Probably sleep, although at this time, if you've got the Nine of Swords as well, you're not sleeping. Which is horrible because that's defensive paranoia, anxiety, insomnia as well. You're not quite at the end of the 10 swords. Nine of Swords is heading into it, which creates a problem. It's like you know the inevitable is coming, but you don't want to deal with the situation. But the Nine of Swords is the symptoms of the 10 of Swords. So this person might be finding that they're a bit insomniac based. But they do need to sleep, so I don't know how you'd figure that out. What could they do? What could help them? What could help them? Following their gut feeling. That's the problem. It's like past breakup. It's always come to the bit where it's the tumultuous bit of the breakup, where you're umming and ahhing as to whether you want to go back because it's familiar or facing a new, Six of Swords where you could go somewhere better. I could go somewhere better. And that comes in with the Nine of Swords feeling as well. But half of it, because they're burnt out, is tired. So they would possibly, if they did go back to the familiar, just because it's easy and you're already burnt out. Whereas facing the new position or the new situation might require a bit of energy. And a feeling of grounding, knowing yourself and stuff like that. So this person really needs to take a break from everything just to deal with this energy situation. So they don't end up cycling back to the same horrible situation, which will leave them even more drained and horrible feeling because of, having to work extra fucking hard just to make this person happy. That's horrible. I hope they do the right thing. Just have a fucking break, man. I don't give a fuck. You have a fucking Kit Kat or some shit. Just stop. It's familiar. I have to go back. No, just stop. Just chill for a little bit, man. Some people are sitting there thinking familiar pain is better than no pain at all, and not knowing what's coming next, Oh my god. Oh my god. What was this tower about? That's what I want to know. Who's I like towers. Some people are scared of towers. I like towers. What was the tower about? What did it come in? I'm nosy. What did the tower... Ooh, scheiße. What did the tower come in? Ooh. Where'd the tower come from? Ew, hello. King of Swords. Someone was using their logical brain. Like uber logical. Someone got real fucking logical all of a sudden. Maybe it was a click. Something just clicked. There's also Nine of Pentacles in reverse, so someone didn't feel they were good enough, or maybe this person was making them feel not good enough, and they got really fucking logical about the situation and said, fuck you. Maybe some part of your survival instinct kicked in and you said, oi, don't be a dick. Other than that, you got Page of Swords in reverse and the World in reverse. So the World in reverse, the World in the upright is closing cycles. So karmic cycles of having to learn the same situation and story all over again by reliving the same experiences where you feel like shit. And then eventually it builds up, and feeling like shit makes you finally snap and say, look, I'm not doing this cycle again. I did that with my people-pleasing cycle. So what have we got? The World. Okay, so seeking personal closure, shortcuts, and delays. So someone is trying to understand, possibly with that Devil card, why this person took advantage of them. I don't know, financially. That's caused a delay. Maybe they feel obliged to look after this person financially. maybe they've been taught that they're supposed to look after this person financially under certain circumstances or something like that. You know, like boys looking after girls because girls need looking after and stuff like that. But at the same time, some people will exploit that shit. Hence the reason they're looking for balance now. They want equal give and take. So maybe that was their lesson to learn, that they had to, you know, I mean, not be selfish with it, but at the same time, if you're going to give, make sure you get back equally. Page of Swords, reverse. Pages. Self-expression, all talk and no action, haphazard action, haste. So someone, whatever that situation was, got into it quickly and possibly accidentally. Maybe it started off as a situationship and then it eventuated into a relationship, which caused this person to get bogged down financially. Because you thought you had feelings for this person, but realistically it was a hit it and quit it situation, and now you got bogged down with the money side of things. Oh my god, that's how situationships start. So you acted in haste. It was all talk, maybe empty promises, but no one actually acting on what they said they would do, which is possible. This is empty promises. I've had one of those where they make a lot of empty promises and then don't back it up, which is why I get pissed off, because I'm not that kind of person. So if I say it, I'm going to do it. Nine of Pentacles in reverse is not feeling good enough, or maybe the situation wasn't good enough. Maybe that's feeling like Nine of Pentacles in the upright is the shit, feeling the shit. It's high self-esteem. It's knowing you got your shit together and you are. I mean, look at her. Smug as fuck. Look at that. She knows what she is. She don't need anyone to tell her who she is. But in reverse, it's like not feeling good enough. And so you tend to stay in situations where people exploit you because it gives you a sense of purpose and worth. Whatever they perceive you to be is what you are. So if someone is using you as a cash cow, for example, in this particular reading maybe, that is how you perceive yourself to be. You are valuable because this person is using you. Without this person using you, you have no identity or sense of self. So that's a fucking oubliette right there. Oubliette is a trap. But this person got very logical about this situation. Maybe they observed that this person was using them for money. Maybe they observed that it was unequal. And, sorry, my stutter's kicking really bad. And they closed that cycle and hopefully learned from it. They realized that it wasn't, their worth is not based on what they can fucking pay for someone. I mean, that's just buying people. That's not actually love or affection or anything. And maybe they acted in haste to get out of it. Or maybe they realized that they acted in haste to get into it. Maybe it was like a one-night stand, which turned into a situationship, which is horrible, which is why we don't do one-night stands. But that was the Tower reverse. That's what they're coming out of. Don't do one-night stands, people. Come on. Have some self-respect. Jesus. So at this point, they're dealing with their anxiety and they need to rest and they need to, you know, keep their boundaries up to stop it happening again. I'm assuming this person who was financially codependent on them is still trying to hit on them. Because why would you need to keep up your boundaries and clear communication if this person didn't keep coming back to fucking try it on? I mean, all they're going to do is drain your money again. That's horrible. You tell them to fuck off. Sometimes even nice people need to tell people to fuck off. That's the problem. It's like when you're an overgiver, people will go, ooh, that's nice, that's free stuff. That's the problem I fucking have. Because I show affection by like giving presents. I love giving presents and cooking food and all that kind of stuff. And then people go, oh, that's some nice stuff. I'll hang around while I can get that nice stuff. And then you find yourself latched on with a shitload of people who just take. And it's not nice. Hello, baby. Hello, Bubba. He's looking for attention. What you doing? How's your ears? So yeah, I would assume this person needs to keep up with boundaries. I mean, it's going to sound horrible and villainous, really, because we're so conditioned as people pleasers, if the person is a people pleaser, to be nice to these people, even though they're horrible. They're like take you for everything you got. But at the same time, and it's a charity thing as well. It's a charity case. Six of Pentacles is a charity case. So you would feel bad because they have less, but at the same time, understand why they have nothing. Ooh, let's do that one. Move your bum. Watch out. Watch out. He's looking at me like, yay. Alright, so why is this person a trope? I mean, it always helps to get context for these particular people. You might feel bad for this person because they have nothing, but at the same time, do they have nothing because they choose to have nothing and that they don't want to get a job or anything like that? Or they just require, you know, they assume people are going to look after them. What are you doing, Frank? Don't knock the table. Alright, so why is this person an Empress in reverse? Why is this person an Empress in reverse? Why is this person an Empress in reverse? Why is this person? Why do they require charity? Person is Empress in reverse. Ooh, they have anxiety and depression and shit like that. Okay, let's just look at the cards first. Okay. Frankie Bum, you are like right away my foot go. Hello, my lovely. Hello, lovely. Don't. Come on, Papa. You can't sit there. Ooh, don't sniff my armpit. Get it. Don't lick my armpits, weird. I'm into a dog. Alright, so this person is, okay, facing anxiety, depression, nightmares. This person is possibly facing these of their own accord. They look for long-term planning, so they plan ahead with this shit. They do. Maybe they're predatorial. Maybe they look for people who have potential to give them shit for free. But at the same time, they take no action on getting it themselves. This is a person who sits on their ass and does nothing. And expects people to give it for them. But they'll plan and go and get it from someone, but they don't want to go get it themselves. On top of this, Three of Swords reverse, which is... It's usually coming out of heartbreak and stuff like that. Three of Swords in reverse is negative self-talk, releasing pain, optimism, and forgiveness. So maybe they've come out of a breakup, realized that it's hard work to be in a relationship, and they'd rather just very predatorial to people rather than actually put the work in. Maybe they've been burnt before in a previous relationship, so it's easy to just play a game of using people instead of actually getting emotionally invested in a situation, which is horrible. That's some serious baggage. On top of this is Five of Wands. Now, Five of Wands are an outright of social conflict. So this person is coming out of social conflict in order to get into this situation. This is why they don't have any money. They might have got kicked out of a social area because of conflict. Let's have a look at this. Which is weird. Five of Wands, inner conflict, conflict avoidance, tension release. So maybe they're looking for someone to save them, sort of thing. So they plan ahead, they're predatorial, they don't take any action on making their own money. They've come out of a breakup, which has obviously affected them to a certain degree, and they're looking for someone who will fix their inner conflict or help them avoid it. So it's a distraction maybe, and they don't bother investing emotionally in the situation, which causes anxiety and depression. They're constantly looking for someone to fix it for them. They don't have any money or financial stability because they're codependent because they just can't be asked, essentially. That's horrible. So why won't they emotionally invest in stuff? Frankie, baby, you're going to have to move again. I'm sorry, Bob. Look, you keep sitting on places I need to get to, huh? Okay, come away. If you sit up there, I can keep going. Okay. Alright. He wants to be at my feet all the time. My feet need to move. Alright, why does this person not emotionally invest in the situation? Oh, looking into the psyche of the beast. Why do they not emotionally invest? Why do they not emotionally invest in the situation? Ooh, they poor. Come out of the way. So they don't emotionally invest. Five of Pentacles, so they've been exiled and then in poverty. They've been kicked out of something. They feel excluded. They don't emotionally invest in relationships because of Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. They've got an overactive imagination, unrealistic, they're jealous and moody. Okay. Frank, you were like right there, dude. Play my mascot. So they're jealous and moody. So they do kind of emotionally invest in it, but not really in a good way. It's more of a game for them. Is this Emperor like a trophy or something? And they're poor. Well, I say poor, in poverty-stricken. 5 Pentacles, poverty-stricken. Look at these people. They broke. That's not a good thing. They're injured and it's cold and wintry, so they got kicked out. So they don't emotionally invest because they're broke. They're more interested in the money and maybe the mind games with people's feelings. And they think if they play the mind games, they'll move to the next level. And now this Page of Pentacles is not the Ace of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles. It's moving on to the next stage. So they're constantly looking for financial advancement through emotional manipulation. They're horrible. Knight of Swords, and they're quick with it too. So they'll trap you quick. They don't think. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups, is that missing out? 5 of Cups, regret, failure, disappointment, and pessimism. Maybe they feel like a failure in life in general. So if they get someone trapped quickly, they'll come out of poverty. Ooh, hang on. I gotcha. Okay. So they are broke and they feel like a failure because of that. And to get over that, they move quickly to emotionally manipulate and lie to people to get to the next stage of relationship and stability. So whoever this Emperor was, wasn't actually boyfriend material in their eyes. He was like the next, not a conquest, but like a con artist thing. There wasn't emotional. Ooh, hang on, was there ever emotional in there? Oh, that's horrible. That's so opportunistic. But they were, again, they were plotting and planning. So like, this is the kind of person that never gets emotionally involved in things. They're just looking at situationships, not even relationships, in order to advance financially. Because at one point they got burnt. Oh, that's horrible. I don't like that. That's really mean. And they just manipulate their way in. Oh, that explains like the Queen of Cups in reverse, because she was like a manipulator. Ah, okay. That's horrible. Don't do that. Why are you even with someone who's gonna be mean? Anyway, just don't be with someone. Okay. But the Emperor's come out of it. Okay, so maybe he's seen that there's no feeling. Oh my God, was there ever feeling? Like, how could he even start a relationship without feeling? Because it wasn't a relationship, it was a situationship. Oh. Sorry, just talking to myself. Right, was there ever any feeling? Was there ever any feeling? Oh, even at the start, dude. Was there any feeling at all? Was there ever any feeling? Yeah. Oh, love is in reverse. No, there was not. Oh, that's such a bitch thing to do. You are a bitch. Watch out, Frankie, baby. Ooh. You alright, Bubba? Okay, so there was never love in the... Oh, that's horrible. It was a mismatch. Lovers in reverse. It was never going to work. I was in one of those. Okay. Alright, so there was good fortune for a time. And it might have been fortunate for that person at the time. But love is in reverse. There's never any... There's no love there. That's a struggle relationship. That's it's completely imbalanced. And one person basing their value on feeling needed. And the other person claiming they need them, but need them to be used. Essentially, it's codependence. So this person did have low self-esteem, this Emperor. Hence the reason the Knight of Pentacles was in reverse. Oh my God. So they had low self-esteem, and I thought if they pay for this person, then this person will need them and they'll have some sense of value. Which was fortunate for that person who was being parasitic. Unfortunately for them, Six of Pentacles in reverse, that shit got pulled right back. It was an imbalance. It was charity. It was, and not all charity is bad. It's not good all the time. Two of Cups, this is not emotionally balanced. Absolutely not. Although they saw this as a victory. Because you still got the money out of this guy, even though you didn't have any emotions invested in it. Oh my God, that's dickish. Ace of Wands. In reverse. So it was a manifestation. There was an emerging idea and a lack of direction, distractions and delays. It was a, maybe, it was an idea that it could be something, but there was no emotions involved. Six of Rods. Six of Wands. Okay, so this is not just victory. This is challenge, competition, protection, and perseverance. So he was protecting her by giving her money. And she saw him as a trophy. Oh my God. Okay. Alright, that's so bad. So shallow. It's not romantic at all. Was there competition in the social group they were around? Because look, Five of Wands, that's the social conflict. Coming out of social conflict by leaving the group. So maybe she acquired him. Sounds horrible, dehumanizing. As a trophy. And he was willing to play the role of the trophy because he felt like he had some kind of self-worth by paying for her and providing for her. Although there was no love in this situation. And it was a struggle, and it wasn't equal emotional give and take. Oh my God. But she was like, she was conniving. I didn't like that. Two of Rods, that's looking at the long term. It's like, how can I exploit this person long term for my benefit? Take it to the next financial level. Like maybe they were engaged or something like that. Can you imagine if you married her and she'd like also give me your monies? Do you love me? No. I love your monies. He was a trophy. Oh, but that means that he might be like a nice guy. Oh, okay. Three of Cups is partying too much and celebrating. This person celebrated over this guy, this trophy, even though there wasn't any emotions. She had someone who she could exploit. Not for long, though. She saw herself as fortunate, even though this was a struggle relationship, to have someone who would pay the bills. And she was celebrating with her gal pals or mates. Although if this was in the reverse, she would have been cheating. So that's not cool. Three Cups, celebration, friendship, creativity, collaborations. I don't like that, man. Don't be mean to nice people. Although you played a part in it too, guy. So it's like you opted into this shit. Although we opted out again, so. Alright. Where else can we go with this? Was she faithful? Ooh. You know, that's the problem though. I keep getting like a lot of people that are unfaithful and the betrayal comes from infidelity. Because there'll be like a Three of Cups in reverse and I'll be like, you got what we need. I don't like that. So, was she faithful? Was she faithful? I don't know. I'm gonna start that again because it's too chunky. Was she faithful? What broke them up? What broke them up? What broke them up? What broke them up? Ooh, that's an aggressive one. What broke them up? What broke them up? What broke them up? If they broke, I don't even know if they broke up, dude. I'm just, oh, it was a final ending though. It's like confirmation. It's like, I don't even know if they, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, quick action. Quick action. Oh, the Knight of Swords and a Queen of Cups. So a Knight of Swords and a Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Someone who's compassionate, caring, emotionally stable, intuitive, and in flow. So maybe he got in his feels about it. Maybe he realized that he didn't have any feelings in this situation, or maybe she did and she cut him off. Doubtful. Free money. Come on. Knight of Swords. Ambitious, action-oriented, driven to succeed, and fast thinking. Someone was quick here. And it caused a proper ending. So someone was quick. Fast moving. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Who's this Queen of Cups? Was that the aggressive one? That was the aggressive one. So that's the main perpetrator, whoever the Queen of Cups is. Okay, who's the Queen of Cups? Don't touch it, Frank. Who's the Queen of Cups? Who's the Queen of Cups? Oh, someone who's unconventional. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Oh. Who's the Queen of Cups? Someone who has sailed away themselves? Oh my God. Someone who has left the situation, sailed away themselves. Moved to calmer waters. Who did not have a happily ending themselves. Not emotional fulfillment themselves. Maybe someone with experience. Someone who is not conventional, not following the usual routes in life, and someone who is divine intervention backing them up, and temperance, they placed a pause on their life maybe, or called time on the Emperor in reverses. Temperance, someone who's calling in divine intervention, or who acts as divine intervention. Balance, moderation, patience, and purpose. Someone needs to reassess who they are and what they're doing. Hierophant in reverse is personal belief, freedom, challenging the status quo. So someone who has already challenged the status quo, who is, what do we say about temperance? Who is working with balance and moderation and patience after a 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups in reverse, not necessarily an unhappy ending. Disconnection, misaligned values, and struggle. Who's been through a struggling relation and fucked up. So, okay. So it's to who is in their feelings, is more emotionally balanced and caring, who's had in divine intervention, who who's breaking cycles and challenging status quo, who has walked away from the shit circumstances in a relationship as it is, and they just moved away to sailing for fucking starter, sail to calmer waters. Okay. So someone who's gone through it themselves, maybe? Called time on that. Quickly. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Monkey see, monkey do. I don't know. That's interesting. Leading by example, maybe? And what this Emperor needs to do is just rest, I guess. And regroup and try and get their shit together, I guess. Why did he listen to this Queen of Cups? See, now I'm going into my overthinking phase. Why did he listen to the Queen of Cups? Actually, I'm going to do that again because I saw some important cards there. I don't know, I can't ignore. Why are you listening to the Queen of Cups? Why are you listening to the Queen of Cups? Shit started making sense. I don't know. Why are we listening to the Queen of Cups? Ooh. Queen of Cups. Why the Queen of Cups? Why do you listen to the Queen of Cups? Ooh, my cards. Nostalgia, missing the past, someone in the past. It's Queen of Cups, maybe. Start missing someone? Oh, betrayal. The angry card. We like the anger card. We don't like the anger card. I tell you what, betrayal card is probably one of the worst cards, but at the same time you get clarity from the situation. That's always a blessing. Okay, so even though it's horrible, you still get clarity. It's better to know than be just deceived and carry along with the plot that exploits you, I think. I would rather know up front where I'm getting fucked than go along with someone else's machinations for exploitation. Right, anyway. Caffeine aside. 2 wands reverse, lovers reverse, 6 of pentacles, 4 of rods, which is wands, 8 of pentacles, 3 of wands. Why did he listen to the Queen of Cups? He's feeling nostalgic for the past. 6 of Cups. He's living in the past, looking for forgiveness and lacking playfulness, so he's horribly burnt out and feeling like shit, quite frankly, which pretty much sums up any kind of bad, toxic, struggling relationship. Maybe he acknowledged it was a struggling relationship and it was a horrible thing to go through. It's not what he wanted long-term at all. It's not what he bought into. Recognize that. It's not equal give and take. It was one-sided charity, which he's pulling back on. He's facing betrayal. Let's say 8 of Pentacles, hard work. 8 of Pentacles in the upright is hard work, which is learning, apprenticeship. So this was a form of self-development for him and a misdirected activity to learn from. Okay, so maybe he's acknowledged that. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Celebration, joy, harmony, relaxation, and homecoming. Does he know this? Queen of Cups. Maybe he wants to come home or something. Living in the past, being nostalgic. Or maybe there's a sense of feeling like he's coming home with this Queen of Cups. Maybe he knows her or something, like really well. I don't know. 3 of Wands. Playing small, lack of foresight, and expected delays. He's acknowledged maybe that he was playing small and settling for the shit situation. Still living in the past though. He's like feeling nostalgic for maybe this Queen of Cups. Didn't plan ahead. Didn't look for the long term. Didn't think ahead of how this was going to go. That's what starts with the situations. They have one night stands and then it just snowballs into shit situations where you get exploited in one way or another. That's why we don't do one night stands. But he's looking to celebrate with some sense of homecoming or maybe even stability. 6 of Pentacles. Reverse. Looking at self-care and unpaid debts. One-sided charity. I wonder if he's got any debts to pay off first, and that's maybe what's holding him back as well. He needs to rest. Struggling relationships. Not cool. Oh. Maybe he's in debt because of this person. And he's finally just gone, sick of paying your bills. And so he's like withdrawn from the situation because this person was like parasitic. Ooh, the direct betrayal. Betrayal. Not cool. Being sneaky. Acting strategically. Either she was or he is. Acting strategically is not always a bad thing though. So that 7 of Swords isn't always bad. Sometimes you have to act strategically to get yourself out of a sticky situation. Like when I was married, I still had like an emergency fund I had to put aside for because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. And I know it wasn't the best situation towards the end. She got a very rocky towards the end. I'm sitting there thinking, am I going to have to bunk? So, so I did, and I recommend, everyone to have a backup situation, like emergency, in case you do have to, escape at some point. I wouldn't knock that. If someone, I was with had an escape shoot fund, it's reasonable because you never know. Better to prepare. The 3 of Wands. What is that? 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. So it was misdirected activity. Okay. Or dealing with misdirected activity. Anyway. Okay. Weird. I don't know if I can go much further with that. That's pretty self-explanatory. Although it keeps coming back, so it's obviously something maybe someone hasn't dealt with yet. Why are you living in the past? Why are you nostalgic? See, these are all the things. I'm an overthinker. I'm like, why? Why are you living in the past? What part of the past is worth holding on to? Oh, Frankie, you tired, baby. What part of the past is it holding on to? You can fuck off. Get on with this. What part of the past are they holding on to? What part of the past are you holding on to? That's that. Good or bad? What part of the past are you holding on to? Ooh. Oh, the poverty exile part of it. Okay, so somebody got kicked out. Somebody got exiled. And as a result, someone's living in the past, being nostalgic about it or them. That's exile or financial poverty. So somebody got kicked out. Kicked out or left willingly. Perspective. King of Pentacles reverse. King of Pentacles reverse. Financially inept, obsessed with wealth and status, and stubborn. Someone's obsessed with wealth and status. Or someone at the time was obsessed with wealth and status. And so kicked someone out. Materialistic. Knight of Pentacles. Self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfectionism. So someone feels stuck where they are. They're stuck in the past regarding a situation where someone was exiled, or they're stuck in poverty. And they're worried that they can't get their money straight. So someone who's a King of Pentacles. A King of Pentacles could be an earth sign. It could be someone who's just really good with coin. It could be someone who owns a business. But it's in the reverse. So someone, if they do own a business, their business is suffering and they're concerned about it because they're worried about heading into poverty. Living in the past, regretful, remorseful, nostalgia. Why is their business... Oh, this is an obvious question. Why is the business failing? Oh, I don't know. You got someone leeching your profits off you? I don't know. This is bad thugonomics, motherfucker. Why is the business failing? No. This is ridiculous, bro. Why is your business failing? This is crazy. Why is their business failing? Yeah. Oh, Queen of Swords. Anything else? No? Okay. Queen of Swords. Why is your business failing there, bro? My little Frankie. He's having a nap, look. Oh, he was. He's cheating. He's not cheating. He was having a nap. Alright. He's like, get on with it. Alright, so why is this business failing? Alright, he's not got his happy ending, obviously, because he walked into a situation with situationship. Parasite, essentially. I'm going to call it a parasite because I don't like opportunists. That's why you're not got your happy ever after, because you're getting leeched. The five of I'm not very nice when I find mean people. So five of wands is social conflict. So you're coming out of a social conflict. So maybe there was competition. Five of wands. Facing inner conflict and conflict avoidance, tension release. So he's angry. Maybe he's holding on to a lot of anger and it's just dragging in more negative energy. And that's affecting his finances. But it could also be making them do some dumb decisions. Clear communication and boundaries. He's upheld them. But maybe there are some boundaries that you weren't supposed to hold up. Maybe you made false boundaries which weren't supposed to fucking be there. Under false pretenses and misinformation. Derived from social conflict and exiling people, which caused a unhappily ever after, and fucked up your monies. Ace of Wands is new manifestation and taking a chance with the Fool card. So someone wants to take a chance with the Fool card. Ace of Wands is inspiration, new opportunities, great potential. So you want to start something new, manifesting something new, and you want to take a chance. But you need clear communication with Queen of Swords. So he needs to figure out how to communicate. Clear communication. There's no pentacles here except the Ten of Pentacles, which is good. Fool card. Beginnings, innocence, spontaneity, and a free spirit. Okay. Competition. Business fucked up because you dated a leech. Like, that's, to me as a Taurus and as an earth sign myself, that's pretty clear cut, dude. It's like you dated someone who used you for money. That's why your business fucked up, because every time you made some money, you passed it off to someone else rather than reinvested in what you should have. That's just fucking bad thugonomics, man. It's like you don't know how to do your business. How would you reinvest in the business, though, man? It's like maybe some advertising, some shit. I don't know. Did you let them spend it on piss? Because they were celebrating with the 3 of Cups shit. It's like, hey, give me some money so I can go drinking with my... Oh, here. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, alright. Sorry. Sorry about that. My thing got just cut off there for like a second. I don't know why. I think I ran out of space on my phone. Got Frank here. He's feeling better. That's good. Okay, so... I've lost where we are. That's not good. Probably should start wrapping it up anyway. I think this one goes for like an hour and a half or something. So it's probably how he lost all his money, was like paying for her to go out drinking and shit. Which is stupid, really, because it's not helpful at all. So he was taking whatever money he could and just like giving it to her. But he was trying to be a nice guy, probably, right? Because they're all people pleasers. It's like, I'll look after you. I'll let you go out with your girls and shit. I'm partying from Friday nights while I'm trying to run my fucking business. I don't know. I don't do party. It's like, and if I spend money, it's usually mine, which is terrible. King of Pentacles. That's why you're in the reverse, guy. It's because like you pissed your money down the drain on a hoe. You're wondering why you're in poverty. That's nothing to be ashamed of, though, right? I mean, you're trying to be a nice guy. You're trying to do the right thing, trying to look after other people. And in theory, that should work if they look after you back. But at the same time, at some point, you've got to draw the line and say, hey, you're not getting back to the situation. What made him address his feelings? Like, what? I know I said Queen of Cups at the same time. I'm like, what actually made it click? Like, people, Frankie, why are you breaking? I'll have to sew that up again. You see what he's breaking? This thing was a rabbit. Alright. Oh. Right, what actually made it click? Something always clicks. Something snaps. Something always fucking clicks. There's always a snap. Some instance. So we just go, nude. Fuck this shit. There's always something. You're right, baby, just tearing the arse out of the rabbit. He's a wrecking machine. He's a wrecking machine. Okay, what we got? Oh, at least one of these cards is a hermit card. That's good. So someone was going introversion. Conflict. Social conflict happened. some kind of horrible conflict situation. Let's examine. Page of Cups reversed. So, Page of Cups in the upright, all right, is like when... Sorry, I'm just going to tilt you. Not to look at my boobs, as many tarot card readers do, seemingly, but but to look at the cards. All right. I don't have any boobs. All right, so Page of Cups in the upright is someone who's sitting there thinking about how they're feeling. They're actually got introspective. They're looking about what they actually feel about the situation. Though in the reverse, it's the person who's ignored their inner calling emotionally. Someone has finally figured out that they weren't listening to their feelings about the situation. So they might have gone, hey, well, wait a minute. There was a social conflict. If this was the Five of Swords, it would be an internal conflict with someone, but because this is one, it's a social one, it's an external one. So someone's created a fight on a social scene, maybe in public, that's a bit embarrassing, which has caused this person to recognize that this wasn't a financially stable situation. So they're not happy. Five of Wands. Yeah, conflict, disagreements, competition, tension, diversity. So there's something has been tense, there's competition here. And they become very guarded as a result of it. So they're standing guard, they refuse to see anything. Just, it's a case of just stay the fuck away from me. It's like, okay. Something went really tits up. They've discovered the dark side of wealth. So 10 of Pentacles in reverse is the dark side of wealth, financial failure or loss. So they've figured out that they have lost quite a considerable sum of money because of this person. Because of competing maybe on a social scene. I mean, they did get, you know, put as the trophy. And if you haven't got the duds to back it up, this fake social life that this other person seems to have wanted to portray, then you would have got kicked to the curb or a fight would have ensued. If you can't provide the lifestyle that I want, then, you know, I'm going to embarrass you in front of your friends or something. I don't know. Kind of horrible to do to someone. See, this is why we don't talk about money in public, because you don't know who's got what, and you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. And these fucking bitches, you know, it's like, just don't. So they've gone hermit mode, which is just withdrawing and internalizing, and probably when they did their emotional stuff as well, they started viewing how they felt inside and what emotions they might have suppressed or not worked on properly, or where emotions weren't in the situation. They're looking to rebuild a new start money-wise, a new financial or career opportunity, manifestation or abundance. They're looking to work on their abundance. That snapped them. Well, looking for something new to do snapped them, I guess. That would have snapped them too. I mean, if you're embarrassed on a social scale, some people are into that, wanting to belong to some kind of a social group. I don't know. It's a lot of pressure. I don't do that. But if they've been embarrassed, like if they're like extroverts or something like that, and they really rely on external validation, and not all external validation is bad. Sometimes we do need propping up, but to me it just seems like a false economy. But some people actually thrive on that shit. I don't like extra attention. But if they've been embarrassed socially because of being perceived to have not enough money to fund this other person, then that would have really made them guarded and really think about their feelings in this situation. They would be looking for a new way to start again, or to get a better view on this. Or a new start with someone else or something else, a new project or something like that. Going away from the conflict situation and then facing the Judgment in reverse. So Judgment in the upright is a rebirth, inner calling, or absolution, forgiveness, essentially. So God, the divine goddess, in the upright would have put an intervention into the situation. Something would have happened that would have snapped it. Something big, something, in this case, socially embarrassing, that would have made them just go, ugh, and cringe. One big cringe, and you start reevaluating everything. Because it's in the reverse, it's already happened. They've come through it. So they had self-doubt, inner critic, and ignoring the call. So they weren't listening to their gut feeling. That did it. When the divine gives you a job to do, you fucking do it. You weren't listening. All right. So that's how they snapped. Okay. So something happened socially regarding their money They got embarrassed maybe and realized that this wasn't what they were meant to be doing. So they went hermit mode and started actually looking and reassessing their cups or their feelings. They doubted their intuition. So like the Page of Cups is new ideas, doubting intuition, creative blocks, emotional immaturity. So maybe they weren't mature enough to deal with the situation that they had created for themselves. They felt needed. Maybe they were afraid to be alone. Maybe they were seeking external validation, but they've been essentially maybe kicked out of this group or you know, exiled from this group because they're perceived to not have money or some shit that can fund this person's lifestyle or desires, even though that other person doesn't want to actually get a job and do their own shit. So that is unusual. But it's such a shallow thing, isn't it? I mean, people who hang around each other just so you can say, I've got this person who pays my bills for me and I don't have to do anything. And people will play on that too. Horrible. It's like where I get pissy when people say, I don't do the 50-50 relationship thing. It's like, you should, you're an adult. It's not because of a sex gender thing, it's because of a competent adult thing. You should be paying your own way. You're a grown-up now. And people say, I don't have to because I'm a girl. That's not an excuse, dude. I don't give a fuck if you get your nails done or whatever. Pay your own way. You're an adult. But some people will heavily rely on it. And some guys will heavily rely on it as well because it gives them some sense of identity and control in the situation where they might not feel up to it or worth it. If I can pay for some girl, she might hang around me and therefore stay with me more, and she won't, play on my abandonment issues. Afraid of being alone, so if I pay them enough, they'll stay, right? It's like, that's not sound, that's not affection. And in this case, it wasn't affection at all. That was just someone staying because you paid them to. It might as well have been a hooker. It's like, you can pay a hooker to stay around as long as you want. I've seen Pretty Woman. Don't do it. It's not good. It's not sound. It's not long. I mean, people inevitably run out of money. It's a bad investment, see? Okay, I'm going to have to leave it there, I think, because I'm pretty sure that's covered all the bases. I mean, I wish this person as much support as they possibly can. It sounds like a horrible experience, and you tried maybe to do the right thing and be the nice person that looks after the other person financially. It might have been, the devil card at the start might have been this person's own trapped mindset. They feel that they need to provide financially in order to have any sense of self-worth. And that's a case of over-giving. I hope it's given them some sense of clarity, because it's horrible to be trapped in a situation like that. Eventually you just get drained. It's like an energy vampire. In this case, it's an energy vampire and a financial vampire. And I'm hoping they didn't lose too much self-esteem in the social side of things. Like if they lost face or embarrassed on the social scene. Some people like the social scene. I don't give a fuck if anyone thinks ill of me there. But some people rely on it heavily to sort of boost their ego, and if people think bad of them, then they just collapse. It's very strange. But I hope they didn't lose their self-esteem too much. It's not a nice thing to do if you're heavily reliant on it. I mean, bear in mind, we make our own worth. So even if someone thinks, you're not good enough, go out and build on yourself and what your own self-perceived version of wealth is, or worth. Don't rely on other people to tell you who you are. I mean, inevitably they're going to leave and you're going to be stuck with yourself anyway. So there's no point relying on other people to tell you who you are. Better to have a grounding in yourself and know who you are by, self-perception than someone else's. I'm going to leave it there, I think. I hope you have a fantastic... It's still Sunday. It's fantastic Sunday. I'm sorry if I waffled there. I might do another reading, actually. I'm quite into that. I want to see if I get a different message next time. I hope so. I seem to be following the same message of this one person who's getting fucked over by their spouse. Like, who is this? It's always the same guy. I'm like, please, be mean for once. Stand up for yourself. You've got to be mean sometime, dude. He's all like, no, I'll just keep paying. It's like, I wonder if it's my brother. Anyway, I'll leave it there. And I'm going to do another reading just to see what happens if I get the same cards again.